Going over to the political part podcast, you have Trump's travel ban going viral on social media. Oh no, our vacation plans are ruined. Now, this is brought to us thanks to End Wokeness on X, in which he says, quote, breaking Trump signs full travel ban for 12 countries, including bans from Afghanistan, Burma, Chad, country and a cool guy apparently, Congo, Eritrea, Haiti, they make t-shirts, I know them, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Yemen, Equatorial Guinea. And he says, now we also have restrictions for the following countries: Burundi, Cuba, which, I mean, most Cubans would never ever go back anyway, so I'm not worried about that. Laos, Sierra Leone, Turkmenistan, Venezuela, and Togo. And this man probably got 3 million views and 41,000 likes, with one of the first comments coming to us thanks to our favorite contrarian, the gas stove. Though not really a gas stove, I don't think they can type. Though with the Internet of Things and everything being connected to the Wi-Fi and talking to China, maybe it is talking to us, but I only partially jest. The gas stove says, quote, Trump is the most Islamophobic president in U.S. history, full stop. I don't know where that came from, but got 141 likes. Now, Echo Congo responded saying, quote, it's great, exactly what we voted for. Jeez Louise. Don't agree with that assessment, but he did say it, getting 99 likes. I'm going to try to pronounce his name, but I'm not going to get it right. Stanislavia Kuznetsov, maybe? It simply says good, getting 133 likes. Protestant Nightcrawler says, yes, and we don't want Islam here, getting 26 likes. Mr. Bob Dolian says, quote, you should go live in one of those places, getting 21 likes as well. Northern Perspective says, quote, because he recognizes evil, getting 13 likes. Gary Michael Vorse says, unlike all the other popular phobias, they're total full BS. Fear of Islam is absolutely a correct thing, getting 10 likes. So he was not ratioed by number of likes, but certainly by number of comments and volume of comments. Going back to the main comment section, Valentina Gomez says, quote, wonderful, they're not wanted here. None of them will ever assimilate Western culture nor respect American values, getting 2.1 thousand likes, which, that's just ridiculous, Miss Gomez. Look at Minnesota. I mean, Minneapolis is, a melting pot. They all wave American flags, have our values, speak our language. That's a joke because obviously Minnesota imported a lot of Somalians, so much so that they redesigned the Minnesota flag so that it looks like a rudimentary crayon child interpretation of the Somalian flag. So, as Trump would probably say, Minnesota used to have a beautiful flag. It was around for decades, very ornate, handcrafted. It was beautiful art. Then they have this crap that looks like it's from Somalia. Could have done better with a crayon. Because it's a weak, conquered state, many would say, including myself. And Tim Walz is just seemingly making it worse. Because they have not assimilated. It's basically Somalia. When Miss Omar is at rallies, they don't speak English. You also have Gunther Eagleman says, quote, do you support travel ban? Getting 6.2 thousand likes. Barefoot Pregnant simply says, no more open door policies, letting in risk disguised as immigrants. We have like a 1940s style drawing. It says, enjoy an ice cold glass of deportation with Trump holding the glass, getting 325 likes. Paul Zupa says, quote, great story. Now let's deport all the illegals from this country, make them a priority. Getting 263 likes. Which, I'm a little biased, obviously, but my family did come here legally, and we all learned English pretty quick. I mean, my mom didn't even speak Spanish growing up, but I partially digress. We're from Cuba. And we didn't swim there. Got one of the last planes out when Fidel took over. Fun fact of the day. Isaac says, quote, anyone want to bet to see how many judges crash out and try to ban Trump from doing this? Getting 515 likes. And Delium says, quote, it's a shame that Minnesota isn't on that list too. Getting 2,000 likes. Ed Krasenstein parody account simply says, quote, Donald Trump hates black people. It's getting more and more obvious every single day. Got 178 likes and 177 responses. One of the first responses is from Jess saying, hey, Ed, did you lose that rubber band around your testes yet? Getting 54 likes. Jason simply says, you're a retard. That's becoming more and more clear every day, getting 27 likes. Which again, these people aren't realizing this is, again, a parody account of Ed Krasenstein. Neg says, Iranians aren't black. Cubans aren't black. I don't think I am. Obviously, we're not. Turkmenistans aren't black. Venezuelans aren't black. And you are an idiot, getting 36 likes. And I don't know if that's, it's got to be slang. Idiot is not a word, right? I know it's supposed to be a cool, hip way of saying idiot, I guess. Going back to the main comment section, the conservative alternative says, quote, we could possibly go a step further and put a moratorium on all immigration until we carry out the mass deportations. Might sound controversial, but it's not unreasonable. Getting 409 likes. But yeah, there's so many border crossings when Biden and Harris were in office. I mean, There's some historians saying that they think it was one of the top 3 of all times in terms of mass migrations. It was that momentum. It was that big. Voted for this says, quote, it's not about hate, it's about order. You can't have a country if you import instability and pretend it's compassion, getting 89 likes. Kat says, am I the only one who wished China was on the list too? Getting 230 likes. Not a bad idea. Combat Jedi says, quote, so what do we do about the Muslims already here? Look at Minnesota for FFS, which thanks again to the Urban Dictionary, I know means for F's sake. Well, I try to keep it moderately family friendly. The F word. Now, Matt Van Swole says, quote, called this 3 days ago. And he says, quote, remember when President Trump received so much hate for his quote unquote Muslim ban? Turns out that Trump was right about everything, literally everything. We have a violent immigration problem in this country. That got 525 likes, again, credited to Matt Van Swole. A couple of people are using AI to have pictures of Trump in a suit, and it's just calling him the MAGA king, getting 24 to 50 likes. Politically Rican, parody account, Puerto Rican flag, says voted for this, getting 76 likes. Sean Farish says, quote, this is phenomenal, getting 163 likes. So, a couple contrarian comments, but again, it still seems like vast, overwhelming support. But let me know in the comments, do you think this would actually be a net benefit to our country? Do you think there actually is too much immigration in general? Do you think we should be importing people who have similar ideologies to the founding fathers, United States American values? And I mean, Trump, surprisingly, it wasn't a thing until recently. He just made English the official language of the United States. Do you think that should be a requirement to come here in order to gain citizenship? Like, as always, let me know your thoughts because it'd be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, trying to get to 6,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback. Let me make the show better and better. And lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.